mentioned how people aren't victims of circumstance. And
as a general rule, some people are, obviously.
But how do you explain people who aren't given access to certain things and stuff, and therefore cannot advance? Like, you cite like single mothers and stuff like that, and fathers leaving them, and women. Oftentimes, you see it all across the country. Planned Parenthood clinics being closed down and stuff, and they can't get access to contraceptives or abortion and stuff that would stop them from being in that situation. But you think that somehow they should just help themselves, but when in fact
Condoms cost 35 cents. I think they can help themselves. I mean, that's the idea that contraceptives are not available in the United States is absurd. It's absurd. I'm sorry, it's crazy. The idea that you can't get cheap or free condoms anywhere. I don't think that killing babies is the solution to you making bad sexual decisions. End of story. I mean, I don't see why, the unsuccessful decision that you made was the decision to have sex out of wedlock and then get pregnant out of wedlock. That decision is not alleviated by killing the product.
So, since you're going to say mothers are forced to be parents, should you then also incite like laws or something like that, since you're going to force these women to be parents, that force men to be fathers?
Well, and there already are. It's called paternity tests.
They're not fathers because they walk out and leave their kids, and then you have this, as you cite.
Yes, absolutely. I'm in favor of that. It's called marriage, and the left undermined it. It was awesome. The system of marriage was the greatest boon to women of all time. Then feminism came along and said women need men like fish need a bicycle. And it turns out that women need men like women need men.
That's because we live in a society that's set up so women can't get as far as women.
No, it's because God created wombs.
So women should just, say suck it and have a child, suck it up and have a child?
Well, if you get pregnant, yes, because you don't get to kill things just because it's in your uterus.
It's my body. How about you just stay out of it?
How about it's dating?
How about,
you don't get to kill it because it's in
talking so much about how...
I don't care about your appendix. Right? I don't care about your thorax. I don't even care about your uterus. I care about what's in it.
And I can take out my appendix if I don't want it, so why can't I take out other parts of my body?
Because they're not independent living human beings.
They're not independently living human beings when they're a bundle of cells.
Oh, okay. So let me get this. At what point? So okay, let's assume that your scientific knowledge is vast. Let's assume your scientific knowledge. So are you also against partial birth abortion?
I think I don't understand why people would have I'm not.
At what point does that bundle of cells become a human being in your view?
Sorry.
No, really. I mean, this is.
I just need to calm down for a second.
Sorry, Judge.
You want to go to another question?
No, I mean, that is the relevant question. If your argument is that it's a bundle of cells, then the question becomes when it's not a bundle of cells.
Unless it's a threat to the mother, they form maternal abortion, it shouldn't happen. But if it's a threat to the mother's health, or the mother, I don't see why you would force a living human being to give birth to that.
Because it's another living human being.
So you're going to kill the mother to save the baby? And
no, hold on. You're talking about a case where the mother's life's in danger. I don't know what you're talking about.
Care and stuff after they're born.
I agree with you that abortion is an exception when the mother's life's in danger.
But the concept of bodily autonomy means that I don't have to give up any part of my body unless I say so.
The baby is not part of your body. The baby is a baby.
Really?
Really, my wife is pregnant right now, and she's 30 weeks pregnant.
Yeah.
And 32. That baby is kicking the living crap out of her. Okay, that is a living human being in there. Okay, and I promise you that it is not a bundle of cells. Okay, I can guarantee you it's not a bundle of cells because that is a baby. Okay, and I'm sorry, but
a bundle of cells that is requiring her.
You're technically a bundle of cells right now.
You can say no. That is the concept of bodily autonomy. The entire concept of why we
Okay, so
we have other questions that need to be asked. You have 10 minutes.
We can go on all down this, but here's the final point. Abortion is a very simple issue. If you believe, as you do apparently, that that's nothing in there but just a bunch of goo, then you're right. If you believe in something called science, that is more than a bundle of goo, then you do not get to kill it just because it's convenient to you. And let me tell you something.
No, science definitely dictates that a fetus, until it can leave the womb and be technically viable, is a bundle of cells inside a person.
Okay, so if you can only live on life support, you're not a person. You stop being a person. So if you get in a car crash today and put you on life support, you're on an iron lung. You take out the iron lung, you're going to die. You're not a person anymore. Is that how this works?
If my brain is no longer functioning?
No, if your brain is functioning, but you can't breathe on your own.
then I'm still technically viable. Brain function.
No, you're not, because the machine is keeping you alive. Look, again, the bottom line is this. If you are defining whether something is a life or not based on your own convenience, that is the nature of evil. Okay, defining what a human being or not, whether something is a human being or not, based on whether you want it or not, is nasty.
You manipulate science to enhance your own.
You're the one manipulating science. You're the one suggesting that it's like snot.
You
It's
said
not like
being transparent mental illness, when in fact the DSM-5, which is the definitive psychological examples of mental illness, has declassified
the
it.
DSM is highly politicized and has been for decades. And it was until 2 years ago, it was classified as gender identity disorder of mental illness. Okay, we can move on to questions.
Yeah, because you just don't like what we're saying.
No, see, the difference is I let you talk.
No, what's funny is you actually know
Thanks
my
for coming.
father, but you had the same conversations with him, and you shut him down too.
In what way have I shut you down? You've been talking for like 10 minutes here.
She's been talking, I've been talking, but you haven't actually answered a question.
No, I did. You just don't like the answer. And I'm sorry if you don't like the answer. What's up?
Oh no, I understand your answer, but
How about you let other people talk? Again, Ben, thanks for coming. Just had any specific positive trends with the issue you talked about, the election at large? Yeah. Anything positive? Any good news?
Any good news about the election? It'll be over in a few months. Honestly, that's about as good news as I can get. I'm very anti-Trump, and I'm obviously very anti-Hillary. So.
Got a question right here.
All right, so you're all about freedom of speech, but since conservatives get a little squeamish when we talk about sex, because God forbid we all do it, and it's a natural function.
I'm aware.
So you're talking about what defines a life or whatever. So scientifically speaking, do you consider semen life? So I'm pretty sure that you probably masturbate a lot because you're a human being. So
Well put, sir. No, I believe, as do most people who feel this way about abortion, that life begins at conception. When sperm meets egg and the child is conceived, that's when life begins. That's what I believe. The rest of the question was weird.